Mabuhay, this is Bob from Love Beyond the Sea. How does love cover a multitude of sins? I'm going to let gotquestions.org answer that one. How does love cover a multitude of sins? Topic of love is important to me. That's the first word in my channel, Love Beyond the Sea. It's about marriage to a woman from another country, the Philippines. The more we learn about love, the better husbands we will be and the better our marriage will be. Excuse me. So 1 Peter 4:8 says, above all, love each other deeply, because love covers a multitude of sins. Proverbs 10:12 says, hatred stirs up conflict, but love covers over all wrongs. In what way does love cover sin? To cover sin is to forgive it, and forgiveness is associated with love. The best example of a love that covers sin is Jesus' sacrificial death on our behalf. Jesus' prayer from the cross, Father, forgive them, says it all. That's Luke 23:34. Jesus' bearing of our iniquities was an undeniable act of love. Romans 5:8, 1 John 4:10. In fact, Jesus did more than just cover our sin. He did away with it completely. Hebrews 10:12. In 1 Peter 4:8, the apostle is talking about interpersonal relationships. As believers, we reflect the love of God by forgiving others. Jesus told his disciples, a new command I give you, love one another. As I have loved you, so you must love one another. It's really hard for me to talk at all without coughing. By this, everyone will know that you are my disciples if you love one another. John 13. And then 1 Corinthians 13 tells us that love keeps no record of wrongs. In verse 5, when we love each other, we are willing to forgive each other. Love covers sin, and that it is willing to forgive. How important that is in marriage. Love is also covers over a multitude of sins, in that it does not gossip about sin. Rather than share the offenses of our brothers and sisters in Christ with anyone who will listen, we exercise discretion and restraint. Matthew 18:15 through 17 instructs us on the appropriate way to confront those who sin. James 5:19 through 20 says, my brothers and sisters, if one of you should wander from the truth and someone should bring that person back, remember this, whoever turns a sinner from the error of their way will save them from death and cover over a multitude of sins. It is loving to speak truth to others regarding sin. 1 Corinthians 13:6 tells us that love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. Another thing that love does is protect. 1 Corinthians 13:7, love does not cover over a multitude of sin by sweeping matters under the rug. Some have appealed to the forgiving nature of love in their attempt to hide indiscretion. For example, rather than report child abuse, the church might cover it up. But that is not what true love does. Love protects by helping both the victim and the offender, and it also strives to prevent further offenses. Love covering sin also does not mean we disregard our own emotions or ignore our personal boundaries. We cannot cover sin by denying that it hurt us. We cover sin by acknowledging it, then extending the forgiveness God has given us to others. Apologize again for this cough. Love is patient, love is kind, it does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud, it does not dishonor others. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. 1 Corinthians 13:4 through 7. Another way that love covers over a multitude of sins is choosing not to take offense at everything. Some sins against us are not worth confronting. Personal slights, snide or ignorant remarks, and minor annoyances can be easily forgiven, for the sake of love. And to finish up here, Proverbs 19:11 says, a person's wisdom yields patience. It is to one's glory to overlook an offense. If we are patient, not envious or self-seeking, we are much less likely to even take offense. Acting in love means we put others before ourselves. Love can cover a multitude of sin in that when we act in true love, we are prone to overlook minor offenses, tolerate the provocations, and forgive the sin. So I learned quite a bit there today about this idea of love covering a multitude of sins. I hope you did too. Please leave a comment here, and I'll try to make more videos from that excellent website. And my topic has been love because, well, that's so confusing to so many people. What's the point of talking about love if it means 5 different things to 5 different people? So I do claim here, using the Bible, to explain what love really is. So it's not a mystery. So you can actually do that and receive that from the person you love. So keep watching here and subscribe to Love Beyond the Sea.